Hey guys, I was just sitting here. I was watching some videos on YouTube. I like that more than I do TV. And I follow a guy named Mr. G. And he tells some funny stories all the time. His handle is Mr. G 1965. You got to check him out. Hey, and he was talking about this old guy riding his bike. He was following him. And then he was talking about riding with a passenger. I'm going to tell you a true story right now. Yeah, back in Sturgis in the 90s. I had a friend out there from Michigan. I always met all these old boys out there and from everywhere. And my buddy came in there, put up his gear and all, and we're talking. He said, I got to go down to the shop down here and see what happened to my bike, my Softail. I'm going down the road, and he says, and hit a big old pothole, and it just turned rigid. He says, I got no springs at all in the back. Now, he's a good guy, big guy. Oh, I bet he was close to 300 pounds. And so he goes downtown Sturgis. Well, you know, them Sturgis mechanics, they're going, I got a lot of stories to tell you about them boys. Know what you need, know how, know everything you need to know before you go in there, because they'll get the best of you if they can. So he goes in there and they look at this bike. And they tell him, well, we're going to put all new shocks on it and everything. It's all screwed up. And they gave him an outrageous price, you know. They do in Sturgis. So he come on back and he says, well, I got an appointment for tomorrow. But I got to run back over here. He had to run somewhere else. And he says, they're going to fix it tomorrow, man. That's going to take a hit out of my pocketbook. So he's a good guy. So he's going down the road. After that, he went over and picked something up. Forget what it was, beer or something. He sees this girl going down the road, good-sized girl. Somebody kicked her off his bike, probably. And he picks her up to give her a ride. Well, she hops on the back of that bike with his 300-pound butt. And they go down the road. He lets her off. All of a sudden, he notices he's got his springs back. Well, that good deed he did saved him a lot of money, because what had happened, you know the little, what are they called, saddlebag guards come on the back of them Softails sometimes, come on a lot of bikes. They just bolt on and then they're shaped like so. Well, that had come down far enough that it had caught the axle. So it was rigid. So when he put this big girl on the back of his bike, it unlocked it, because they hit another bump, a little bump, and with his big butt and her big butt, pushed it down, unlocked it, and down the road he went. So the moral of that story is, be kind to fat girls. What do you think, Vicky? She's just shaking her head. No, the moral of that story is, check your bike out, be a good person. Things will always turn out good for you if you're a good person. Thanks to Mr. G out there for reminding me of that story. A true story, true thing. So check out Mr. G 1965. And also subscribe to my channel. I'm going to throw this right on here right now. See y'all.